structure, subject, verb, and object, and we add in the time at the end of the sentence. Sometimes we read, we can see that they write the time at the beginning of the sentence. So now, to show the how often, or do you do it every day, or twice a day, or twice a week, 3 times a week. So we usually use the adverb of frequency, like often, sometimes, usually. And now in our passage, we just mentioned 3 adverb of frequency. Sometimes, often, and usually. So 3 words here, 3 adverb of frequency here have the same level of the frequency. Like, it's not always, it's not rarely, but maybe we say usually, maybe 3 times a week, 2 times a week. And if we say just 1 time a week, we say just only once. It's not usually, but we do it maybe more than 2 times. So we can say that sometimes, usually, and often. So I will give you the example of this subject. We have subject, verb, we have. Object is lunch. We have lunch. The time is at 11:30, or we say 11:30. So now if we add the verb of frequency, we add here after the subject and before the verb for the verb. If the verb is to be, so we add after the is it behind, stand behind the verb, the to be verb. Do you understand? Yeah. So, I often do something, but you say that she is, okay, it is, you know, and it is a verb to be, so we add the verb of frequency behind to be. And if it is a verb, so we say we add it in front of, so it's after the subject. Sometimes we can put the verb of frequency at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, I will give you an example here. So we often have dinner, have lunch at 11:30. So now look at your passage and tell me another sentence have the same structure like this.
Yeah, we sometimes we go and see our neighbors.
Okay, we can see the structure here that they may put sometimes in front of, so at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, sometimes we the verb is go and see our neighbor. So maybe it have the time or not? No, or maybe it's not have the time. We sometimes we go and see our neighbor in the evening. Maybe it's just an example. Or sometimes we can put in the beginning of the sentence, or sometimes we put here. We sometimes go and see our neighbor. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Okay, really good. Okay, so now let's find the same. The sentence has the same structure that I show you. Verb, subject, adverb of frequency, and verb, and then object. Sometimes we have time at the end, in the end of the sentence, or sometimes they don't have. We have 2 minutes to do it. Okay, if you don't know, you can ask your partner, your classmate. Okay, you buy the sentence at the same subject. We often drink tea. Good. and with our fellow, so we can say that they complement. Is it complement? Or object. So we don't need to write it before. Here, okay. We usually work for about 2 hours. Yes, that's right. After lunch, we usually take an hour rest. Good. We often finish our work at 6 p.m. I see that all of you have done. I mean that you find all the sentence in the process have the same structure. So now I want you to read out to the class can know is it right or wrong. Okay, who first? Okay.
We often drink tea with our fellow Caucasians and smoke local tobacco.
Okay, yes, that we usually
We
we often drink tea with
Drink
our
tea.
fellow Pigeon and smoke local tobacco. Okay, good. So they often drink tea. So we have the same structure. Subject we often is an adverb of frequency, and drink is a verb, and tea is an object. Okay, the next one. Lang, please.
We usually take an hour rest. Hour rest.
We usually take an hour rest. Maybe they are feel tired because they work in the farm. It's a hard working. It's a hard working, so that they need to take a rest. So they usually. And the next one. How?
We often finish our work at 6 p.m.
We often finish our work at 6 p.m. Correct. Yeah, really, really good. Okay, you can find the same structure. We have the structure, verb, subject, verb, and object, and then add in the time at the end of the sentence, and a verb of frequency. Good. Anything? Anyone else? Okay, how please.
We usually work for about 2 hours.
We usually work for about 2
hours.
hours. Good, that's right. We usually work for about 2 hours. Yeah, that's good, really good. So now, this is the structure we learned today. And we use it to say about your routines. Maybe daily routines, maybe weekly routines. And I want you to remember the order when you put the word in the sentence. We remember where is the subject, where is the verb, where is the object. And when we add in the time, so you may know that you may put at the end of the sentence or in the beginning. Okay, and the verb, adverb of frequency, we put after the subject. Sometimes we put at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, now do you have any questions about this?
No.
No. If you don't have any questions, okay, we will move to the next one.